That's why it's called Just Your Average Podcast. Welcome back. I'm Chris, that's Chad, and we have a fresh face in the middle of us. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm John Campbell. Nice to meet you all. I'm an archaeologist out of Canada and New England, for the most part, and I attend a university up in Newfoundland. Right.
So he's going to join us today to talk about all the nonsense and fun stuff we always talk about.
Someone who's going to class up the show for once.
Yep.
So what do you want to talk about first?
I mean, let's start with Canada. Eh?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, what our president saying there's a special place in hell for Trudeau.
Why? Can we just leave Trump out of it for a day?
I did hear, yeah, I know, right?
It's hard to
one day I would
out
like,
when
I would
I'm
like
worried
it
that
not
all
to
our
be there.
allies are just going to
turn on us.
bye, guys. And we're going to be friends with Kim Jong-un and China.
Look,
That's happening later today.
the fact
Yeah.
that Kim Jong-un is at least willing to come to a table says a little bit more.
Yeah,
but it's probably out of desperation.
You, Trump's going to be like, he's a good guy, he's a class act. All that stuff.
Who is it? Who's the guy that goes over there? Dennis Rodman?
Yeah, he's actually over there right now in Singapore.
Yeah, but Dennis Rodman's also like a... So, you know, there's that. I mean, look, you get two crazy dudes in a room, they're both going to start saying some weird things. I'm just saying.
Dude, they're like
It's going to be a
best
room
friends.
full of funky, fresh haircuts.
Crazy?
Between Trump, Kim Jong-un, and Dennis Rodman's green hair, it's going to be...
We have an
quite the
annoying
treat.
orange, a very pudgy Asian man lady, and the craziest human being I've seen in a few years.
An interestingly descriptive way of saying like Oompa Loompas from the original Willy Wonka, right?
Pretty
Orange
much.
and green, yeah.
Fun fact on that one, the last small person from the original Willy Wonka died
Yeah,
like
99.
last week. Yeah,
That's
Oh,
insane.
damn.
Yeah,
kinda
right?
disappointing.
I would hope to live to at least 70.
Not 40.
By
Retirement
the time
plan's a
you're 40,
shotgun.
you're going to feel like shit.
Look, we talk about your cancer all the time, Chad. You survived twice. Third time's the charm.
Yeah.
Sorry, sweetie.
John's one of my good friends who shaved his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walked into the house and everybody was shaving their heads and I was like, what's going on? And they were like, we're shaving our heads for Chad, and I was like, okay, I guess I can do that. I didn't expect to that day, but
It's
yeah.
not that big of a sacrifice.
No, it grew
But
back.
seeing
Not
how
the
we're-
same, but yeah.
At least it grows back. I have this.
Yeah.
Put it away. You don't want to blind the camera. Just saying.
At least I have this nice beard.
Yeah, I get the 12-year-old like child's facial
John
hair.
has a good beard. I'm mad you shaved.
Yeah, I trimmed it down today. I was just not feeling the beard as much right now for the summer. Yeah, I'm going for the 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah. Mine hides my double chin.
I continue to tell him he doesn't have one, but I'm not gonna. All right, see, if you make it like emphasized, I'm not gonna hold back then.
No, John's seen me without a beard before, I think. It's not a pretty
He
picture.
still looks good. Just saying. You're welcome.
10 out of 10 would take him to prom. There's a vote of confidence
Maybe
for
2
you.
out of 10.
It's all about if you asked.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you know, that kind of person.
Corsage. But seeing how he completely derailed from like the start of it,
Yeah.
let's hear about good old Canada, America's hat.
Yeah. So
Do they
let's
hate
start
that?
off there. So we say Canada's America's hat. They say America is Canada's pants.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Right.
I mean, Mexico's like what, the socks?
But for some reason, both the countries forget that Mexico is part of North America. Like, we don't really... I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Well, Canada's pretty interesting. There's a lot of different topics, a lot of different things there. Food. Poutine. Everybody knows poutine. That's huge over there.
Never had routine.
They're domestic beers. So you have PBR. That's like, what, 5%?
Yeah.
Yeah. Their average domestics are like 6 and higher
Oh.
than ours. But our craft beers beat them out for alcohol.
Oh, yeah. Is the beer more expensive down there, too?
Oh, yeah.
Up there.
Up there?
No, yeah, the expression down there, up there. Yeah, up there, the beer can be like between like $14 to like $18 for a 6-pack. So think about that for a second.
I mean, I bought like these came in an 8-pack for $20, so
Yeah, I know. But that's craft beer. I'm talking like straight domestics too.
yeah, true.
Right?
Jesus.
So like a single tall boy of PBR is almost $4.
That's
Actually,
kinda
over it with
ridiculous.
Yeah, but you guys get paid a lot more up there? Can you finally
Not
work?
necessarily. Well, yeah, that's a good question. So I
Yeah.
still have the 20 hours weekly because I'm a grad student, so it's like in between.
Yeah.
But I am able to work if I do get a position somewhere, so that's awesome. Yeah, you get the same pay. Typically, you get the same pay range, maybe slightly higher than you would down here, like, let's say about a salary job. But the taxes are a little higher up there. But you're getting the universal health care. And, okay, even my health insurance, if we're going to go down the medical road here.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. I'm on a graduate student plan through a healthcare provider. Mm-hmm. I pay $0 for my prescription. I got 2 EpiPens the other day. I didn't pay a cent.
How much are EpiPens? Like
EpiPens are going up to like 600 here, I
We're
think.
moving to Canada, Chad. That's what we're doing, is we're moving to
literally,
Canada.
Me and Patty talked about it, and I'm like, I really hate snow.
You get over it, though.
That much worse up there?
It was snowing like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so
all right,
yeah,
hilarious.
It didn't actually stick, but it was snowing. So there's that. If you like colder temperatures, yeah, Canada's your place to go.
Honestly, if it didn't snow, the cold wouldn't bother me.
The cold doesn't bother him anyways.
Then you'd probably aim for like British Columbia, because that's like rains during the winter.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just rain. It's a little more dreary, but yeah, works out.
It's all right.
But yeah, it's a little bit of a change, but honestly, like, the higher taxes don't bother me because I look at all the social programs and I'm going, oh, I actually see what's going on. Yeah. I can see the medical field like actually help me out, the free universal medicine up there. So it's kind of nice.
Can you drive the roads and not blow out a tire every 20 seconds? Are they slightly better than here?
Okay, so I would have to say where I live, particularly in Newfoundland, especially in St. John's, no. The potholes are so dangerous and so big that we actually have reporters that stand in them. And all you can see is their neck and head.
All right.
And they're reporting from it going, I'm in a pothole. You can look on YouTube. You'll find the video. And there's cars driving around them, and they're, like, honking. And it's like, yeah, I know I'm in a pothole. And it's ridiculous. And they don't fill these things in.
But that's not a pothole at that point. That's just a swimming pool.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like it's a crater like you get from like a hurricane or a washout. No, that's a pothole. Don't worry about it. And funny thing is, today I looked at this. I saw this this little clip. I don't know if it's real or not. So please check online. If this is like an Onion article, it wasn't an Onion article, but I don't know if it was. Domino's Pizza has started doing a paving service for roads. So they find that these roads that have a lot of potholes that they do made deliveries on mess up the pizza along the way. And now they actually have a paving service with a Domino's truck that is now paving streets.
That'd be pretty dope.
That have potholes. Isn't this insane?
But that sounds way too similar to like Pornhub plowing out New Jersey.
Right,
as funny as that is. Oh yeah, you never heard about this. When we had the snowstorm, Pornhub plowed out all of New Jersey. If you understand the joke, they were plowing the state.
Yeah.
Chad got it.
Hey,
communist.
It was didn't they also plant a tree for every video watch for like Arbor Day or something?
Yeah, they did that. They gave the planet wood.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so there's always that innuendo in there, right? Oh, that's great.
So what do most Canadians think of us? Do they think we're kind of like... Do they still have any respect for our country? Or is it just...
I think this is going to be really interesting for me to say. Because I tend to go up to people, and I'm an interesting individual myself. I don't go in and saying I'm an American. I say I'm actually from Rhode Island. I'm from New England. And they understand that regionalistically we're a bit different than a big portion of the country. And actually, so Atlantic Canada, from like Quebec east, so Quebec, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, PEI, and Newfoundland and Labrador, you get a similar mentality with those provinces that you do in New England.
Yeah.
So it's kind of similar. It's like, we could be our own country realistically, but not promoting it.
It is New
maybe.
England. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? So we get along fairly well when I say, I'm from New England, and oh yeah, you don't like Trump? Oh yeah, we don't either, And that's not a hard one to play at. But yeah, in general, they certainly have a very, the Americans are like, for lack of better terms, rabble rousers, and they're kind of like,
Yankees, rednecks,
yeah,
crazy.
And they like to cause a ruckus, and we're trying to be polite. I mean, like how Trudeau was saying it the other day, we're polite, but we're stern, and it's like, yeah, you guys are overly polite. I've seen so many sorry fights. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
I was hoping that was having a joke, but
no,
that's a real thing.
I witnessed this. I was probably within the first couple months of dating my girlfriend. Jess, hi, how you doing?
Hi, Jess. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, we were exiting a restaurant, and there was a bit of a door situation and a foot movement, and there may have been a slight kicking, and then, oh, I'm sorry. It was exchanged probably about 8 times. It was like, who was more polite? You know, it's kind of like, who's more Canadian? Who's the more polite person? It's really interesting.
Someone automatically would have knocked someone else out if that were here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's like, what did you do that for? And then, like, you know, it's all over. And, yeah, so they certainly see Americans as kind of like, yeah, that roughneck kind of, you know, really boisterous, you know, shoot before asking questions kind of thing. And sometimes sometimes there's a bias against you if you're American. Some Canadians are, you know.
It's like that video of the Canadian cop when that guy was like pretending to pull out the gun and everything. The cop was like holding his ground.
Oh, in Toronto after the
Like if that was America, right? When the guy's hand went like this, dead.
Yeah, there have been like
seriously.
80 shots just on an instant.
Yeah,
like, I would even had to I would have had a little more, like not more. I would have had respect for the cop if he just like shot a leg, or like did something like that.
But they
even tased the guy.
No,
but he held his ground. He like put his defenses up and everything.
Yep.
Knew what was going on.
Yeah, one thing about Canadians, I gotta say, like, this absolute, like, first impression is that they're absolutely polite. But it's something, like, you don't want to mess with them either.
Thanks.
You know, they got that, like, porcupine kind of... Yeah, exactly. No, like, they'll just go at it, you know?
Half hockey player, half moose blood.
True. Very true. Poutine in the veins, too.
Does wonders.
Real. Remember, I think we went to Denny's once and you got poutine there. And you were so upset because it was such shit.
That happened once. We were gonna. I don't remember what movie it was. We were gonna go see a movie, and we went to Fat Bellies. I don't even know if it's. I don't know what the heck has happened to Fat Bellies recently.
It's still around.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
No offense. Eat there if you like it. But
That's how you really feel.
Yeah. Right. Sure. It's great. Sarcasm. And so I went to the Warwick Mall location, and I'm calling you out. And you put fries and then refried beans and shredded cheese. That's
where it was?
not poutine. Yeah.
That's probably where it was.
But I have had it at I attempted it at Denny's out here. Why?
It's gravy, cheese curd, and fries. How do you mess that up?
I know.
Like, even as a normal person, how do you mess that up?
No, and like, where did you get the refried bean idea from? Like, I don't even know where that...
Fucking Canadian.
They
have our American poutine.
Yeah, right.
We're going to take everything over.
It's half Spanish, half Canadian, all American.
That's America.
Now you're like, okay, let's open up an American poutineery where it's just what the plate is just doused with fries and then whatever you ordered.
You want a buffalo chicken poutine?
Did you want spaghetti and meatballs? Now you got it on poutine.
Italian poutine. Get over it. Next.
The best poutine I've had here yet, actually, Frisky Fries in Providence does a really mean poutine. They're good. They also have like Wiener's poutine, like a Rhode Island Wiener poutine is really good.
Wieners.
And the other one too is of course. And then the other one too is Dan's
Place.
Dan's Place does it.
Oh, really?
I heard that the cook's family member is from Quebec, so they know how to do it right.
There you go.
Which is great.
I always hear good things about that place. I've never been. You ever heard of Dan's Place?
Yeah, I've heard
Isn't
about
it
it.
like Woonsocket or something?
No, it's in Coventry.
Is it in Coventry?
Richmond.
It's somewhere in the sticks.
Yeah,
I
right.
actually think it's in Richmond.
I say sticks. You're from
And
Canada.
Now they moved. Now they got another place in North Kingstown, the old Carriage Inn, I think.
That closed down?
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was Dan's now. I've been out of the place. I've been out of here for like 5 years.
Now we get to
Bear
the
with me.
regional part of the podcast. And before we get too far away from it, we're not talking about like, ding dongs. We're talking about like actual wieners. There's going to be a picture of it on screen, and now it's gone. And get over it. So
I always forget that we have all these. Things.
Right. Yeah, like when they're wieners all the way, and you say that, and people are like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like,
it's like.
No, like
wieners all the way. Get off
yeah, I like wieners all the way up the arm. What are you talking about?
It's like I don't wear gloves.
What do you got?
All up my arm.
Yeah, like, I like wieners all the way up my arm. Like imagine just saying I like wieners all the way up my arm. That's something I do say in Canada once in a while. And then the other thing I do, and I'm like, I can really go for a cabinet and a grinder.
Oh.
And they have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm not going to explain it. You look up yourself because it's interesting. It's a Don Basque like commercial.
I still think coffee milk is the one thing that needs to branch out of Rhode Island.
Yep.
You know what it has, but it's really pathetic. It's that Starbucks Frappuccino coffee milk.
Oh, that's not fucking.
I know, but people are like, that's the closest thing we have to it. It's like
language to a minimum.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let's get very emotional.
Oh yeah, it's the official state drink. You know.
Yeah, just like chowder, bubblers. You know, what other things
Dude, I
can we
grew
say
up
from
so
Rhode Island?
long in Catholic school.
Yeah.
Bubba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I say go to the bubble, get a drink.
Bubble,
Depends
right
on-
around the corner.
I go to.
You mean the
middle
fountain?
school,
The
and they're
water
like,
fountain?
You can go to the water fountain. I'm like, you mean the bubbler?
No, yeah, it does. It bubbles. It's a bubbler. Here's one for you. Rhode Island has one of the oldest bubblers. It actually just reopened. It's from like the 1870s. It's out of Brown University on Benefit Street. They just
Come drink this nasty tap water.
Yeah, they rehooked the pipe. They rehooked the pipe, and there's a crowd like, can't wait to get water from this fountain. It's like
Musty,
hasn't worked.
terrible
It
water.
hasn't worked in years, and I don't know about the pipes are working. It's like comes out brown. Yeah, woo!
Oh,
It's like,
taste of chlorine.
I can taste history. You know,
history and all the drugs from the reservoir.
Oh god. Thanks, Situate.
Hey.
Whoa.
Someone will find us and everything will go south.
Bad joke. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Rhode Island's tiny. Nobody watches us. We're lucky we have 30 subs. They're all friends.
Oh, that's another thing, right? So up there, I'm like, yeah, I'm from Rhode Island, and I've gotten so many different things. Typically, it's like you're from New York. No, that's not it at all. And I try to explain it to them. Connecticut, Massachusetts, and there's kind of sandwiching Rhode Island is that small one.
It's like we're the original state.
Yeah, and then I was talking at a store the other day, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm from Rhode Island," and I said it really fast, and he goes, "You're from Iran?" And he actually said, "Assalamu alaikum." I was like, "No, I'm from Rhode Island."
It's like, I do not speak Chinese. What?
No. Yeah, it's like, no, I don't. I'm not. I know very little Arabic. I know how to say hello. And that's as far as it's gonna get. And I just like, why? What? No, I didn't even say anything close to that.
It's alright when you go to Cranston, everyone just starts speaking Spanish to you, and you're just like, sorry?
I was talking about that earlier today. The nice fine line of the line between northern Warwick. I'll incorporate Warwick. I'm being fair. The northern side of Warwick, north. Please stay on your side.
You mean all the crazy people who want to kill you for no reason?
I know it's hot out. You want to go to the beach. You don't want to go to the beach. Don't go to the beach. Just stay home. Get a little kiddie pool. Have a nice time. Nice wine cooler. You can put some ice in it. A little straw. You know, have some sauce
Hating
bread.
on my hometown, mother.
Yeah, I know. South County kid for life. What up?
Look, I'm from the other side of the river, so I don't know anything you're going on about. East Providence is where it's been and where it's at.
So I'm a half-breed.
East Bay.
Uh-huh.
Half my life was in Warwick. Half my life was in South County. Now I'm back in this.
But like
Lovely part of the state.
Yeah, right. Warwick is an interesting one.
Warwick's like nice trash. Nice
Kent
trash.
County. It's like the thin one that just slices between Providence and South County, the artificial county. And you know, I feel bad because we always incorporate East Greenwich into South County. But some parts of Warwick we could.
No,
but
I always say at least I'm out West Warwick.
Oh God.
Yeah.
If you're watching, it's good that you got internet connection.
It's alright. No, go to Coventry.
That's a
Come
come
on,
on, like, I have to be a nice guy. but West Warwick.
Oh, I can lay out jokes.
I mean, look.
They can take it. We're all thick-skinned here. Come on
Go
now.
to Coventry
Well, I don't know
or
if anybody's
Block Island,
thick-skinned
and then we'll
anymore.
have a
We talked
conversation
this
about
last
everything.
episode.
Oh, Block Island. Yeah.
It's all the rich folks who don't want the, renewable energy out there because it ruins the
view.
sights.
It
Yeah.
ruins the view.
You didn't have the giant, vast ocean you want to stare at for hours. Nobody cares.
Yeah, no one.
You just go drown out there, you 90-year-old lady. You'll be fine. That's all it is 90-year-old women out there.
Well, they're probably wearing so much jewelry they could probably get anchored down, you know?
Yeah, but
They do.
Again, they'll be sleeping with the fishes.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody will find the body.
Very
see?
true. Yeah, they'll be sleeping with the fishes.
Look, you go to the beach and you have nothing to worry about. You get a step off the boat, you take a left, and that's all you have to do. You come off the beach, you take a right, get back on the boat, and go back to the real world.
Sorry, yeah.
I think I've been to Block Island twice, and it was okay.
I went like 6 times last year, and I hated every time.
Oh,
Is it you get off the boat and you go, okay, I've been through 10. Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
no.
Literally, you
What do
can
I
take
do
like
now?
a 10-minute walk, and then it's like, all right, cool, I'm going to go sit at the beach and get drunk for 6 hours.
There's
Yeah,
a lot
like
of
that's kind of
expensive
it.
shops. The restaurants are way too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a scooter rental and just completely like be a hazard on the road, you know.
Waste your life.
island.
I'm lapping the island and being in everybody's way. There's
So-
like a parade of cars.
All right, so I got a real fun story about Block Island. And I'm going to call you out. Desiree Gracie, my girlfriend's sister, she took us on a walk from literally where you get off the boat all the way to the tip of the island. And the entire way up, she's like, oh yeah, it wraps around, wraps around, wraps around. We get to the other end of the island. Mind you, I have a shirt on that rolls up to here. The back of my arms are blood red. My face is blood red because I'm just like sunburnt to all could be. It's fine. I'm not worried about it.
To be fair, probably like 45 minutes in the sun, you'll be beet red.
Oh no, I was fine for like the first 3 hours. We got to the sand on the north end of the island, and I'm like, yeah, we're in the wrong spot. She finally admits it. We walk back. Mind you, we've been walking for like 6 hours. It's been the entire walk up. Like 7 miles, I want to say. I'm just done. I collapse. We get to the beach after we finally flag down a taxi. I give him the last $19 in my wallet. $21 ride. I'm like, I only have $19. She's like, it's fine. You look like you're dying. Get the ferry back to Rhode Island. I go to work. Everyone looks at me. It's like, yeah, we didn't want to talk to him. He looked like he hated life. He hated everything. Everyone in the store I work at was afraid of me.
Again, to be fair, that's like probably 70% of your shifts.
No, it got better since I moved. Yeah. It got a lot better since I moved. I don't hate everyone. I just hate a few people.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Working in Cranston's rough.
It's better now.
Yeah. At least the good thing about Cranston is you have your regulars that are cool.
Yeah.
Opposed to like where I was in Woonsocket, we have your regulars and they're just awful people.
Yeah, I know Woonsocket.
Because for some reason, everybody in Woonsocket is just fucking miserable.
Yeah, but now you're in Lincoln, and, well, everyone in Lincoln either wants to go see a movie and doesn't want to deal with you.
Yeah. Lincoln's not bad.
Yeah, but they all think they're rich, and they're really not.
Yeah.
Again, Block Island. I'm just saying. So,
I don't know. Even, like, some people that think they're rich, like, other than Gansett, you know how nice people are in Narragansett?
Yeah, but that's because they feel bad for you.
Charity case.
Yeah. They're like, we feel
it's like you're working at a Rite Aid. I'll be nice to you. You're serving coffee. Here's $1 tip. Oh, thanks, bud.
I mean, look, Dunkin' Donuts, they accept tips. I don't know how they deal them out, though, so...
Dude, imagine working at one of the Dunkins that didn't accept tips. Like, the morale of the team. God. Like, most of the time you're being friendly when you're working at Dunkin' just so you can get the tip. If I wasn't getting tips, I'd be like, here's your coffee, get the fuck out.
It's like, leave. Next.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Starbucks in New York.
Ugh. Starbucks is just awful.
Oh my god.
Do they have Starbucks in Canada?
Yeah, they do. They do. They're nicer up there.
Yeah.
That doesn't
That's
sound
the general
crazy.
consensus.
It's general consensus, yeah.
They're not the hipster kids that look at you and be like, you want black coffee? And I'm like,
well,
black.
There's
And
some
like,
there's some hipster kids there, but like they're not as.
But they're Canadian hipsters, so they're like pretentious, but they're also a little polite too.
They have a heart.
Yeah. Maybe it has something to do with the okay, here's another fun fact. I think it's like 50% of the stuff that's played on the air in Canada via the radio has to be Canadian content. Has to be a Canadian artist with a Canadian producer. That's Canadian record. So maybe it's just a different type of hipster.
So like Robin Scherbatsky or nobody else got that joke.
Robin Scherbatsky's Mall song is pretty popular up there still.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, it really is. It's really interesting. No.
Sparkles. What's her name?
Robin Sparkles.
Robin Sparkles.
Let's go to the mall.
Let's go to the mall.
Worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Are there any like regional things in Canada that like you would kind of bring back to America if you could? It's
like, it's good things to bring.
Besides universal health care and
us.
decent human beings.
Decent human beings. Universal health care is pretty good.
A decent leader.
Yeah, Trudeau's pretty
that guy
solid.
seems like a really cool guy.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Here in the States, we had the Kennedy dynasty, and you had JFK. That ended with a bang, and then his son. Sorry, it's a bad joke.
It's not. And then
it happened. And then his son went the way of the penguin. And no offense, that was a really mean joke. Sorry. But the thing, I'm not. And so the thing is like we had, there's a good, we had a president at that time, and then a good potential son that could have been potentially a president at one time. Now we're seeing Trudeau, who's the son of Pierre Elliott Trudeau, is maybe one of the best prime ministers they've ever had, and now he's coming to his own kind of like level of being a prime minister. There's still some issues like with veterans and First Nations issues. I know for a fact that there's people that have been voicing their concerns, but it's far better than what they had before, which was basically a replica of George W. Bush.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was. Stephen Harper was pretty bad.
But can he dodge a shoe?
Haven't seen him do it yet, but I've seen him dance.
But
to
be fair,
he's
nobody wants to
really-
throw a shoe at him. Where I'm surprised Donald Trump hasn't got
No,
like an
no.
axe thrown at him yet.
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, look, we had Barack Obama, and everyone tried to storm the White House because he just was a different color, and now we have the same thing. He's a different color, and nobody stormed the White House yet, which is kind of disconcerting.
I look it up. I forget what it is, but Barack Obama's actually gonna have a TV show soon.
No, him and
Really?
Michelle talked with Netflix, and they're doing like documentaries. They're gonna do some movies, some series. Like,
What was the show
Kinda
about?
cool
Though? I
stuff.
can't remember.
I
It was
have no
something
idea.
Like really cool.
It's Netflix. It's probably something out of the way that nobody could ever think of, but it's gonna be a thing. So,
It's definitely probably one of the coolest presidents.
yeah.
Barack's going to take over Anthony Bourdain's show. Is that too soon?
Rest in
Is
peace.
that too soon?
Rest
Sorry.
in peace, Anthony. Nah, I mean, he was a crazy human being. So.
I think he would have taken the joke really well.
Probably.
Yeah. He was in Newfoundland for a bunch of times and he just did his show there and it was fantastic.
He would have insulted your food first.
No, he really liked it. We have actually some of the best restaurants in
You know he
Newfoundland.
was like a comic book writer and stuff too.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
also a drunk and a drug addict and all that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Same
he
as-
has some dark past. Yeah.
Same as everyone else who's ever committed suicide, like Robin Williams.
Ugh. Dude,
Rest in peace, Robin Williams.
Yeah, you
for
deserve
fucking
that.
remember Ben's bachelor party with the limo driver? Obviously you remember him because you.
Yeah, I remember him, yeah.
Me and the limo driver had a heart to heart about Robin Williams, and we both started like getting teary eyed.
That's cute.
Did I ever tell you about that?
No, he didn't. That,
Yeah.
that
Chad's-
really brings
He was a
whole
big
other level.
Robin Williams fan.
Your dark heart shows a soft side.
Dude, Robin Williams, man.
He was the best.
Aim of this episode, make Chad cry now.
I will never cry.
Just
Please
breaks
sound
down. Oh, all right, well,
In my pillow, maybe.
things happen.
You know
Your
who's
daughter will
probably
console you.
been crying a lot lately?
You.
That girl from Star Wars. Probably should have looked up her name.
All right, here's the problem, though. I don't understand why everyone on the face of the planet has something wrong with people who are famous and in movies.
You never saw the movie.
I don't care, though.
No, alright.
Like, what makes your life so much better that you can attack someone you don't even know for no
but
reason?
that's why fandom is toxic. In all these movies. Star Wars fans especially.
Toxic?
Toxic.
There you go.
Hole. Wow. You just threw me off natural.
Toxic fandoms.
No, Star Wars fans are just
Trash?
awful. Not trash. They're just very emotional. Like this girl, harassed so much she had to quit all her social media. It's
like Daisy Ridley.
And she was the one that was in the last...
The Last Jedi.
She was
Last
the young
Jedi, yeah.
Asian
She
woman.
was
Yes, okay.
all right. I need to look up her name.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
please do.
But it's
For a
kind of
little-
like...
a little respect.
I'll
Yeah.
give you like a second to do that, but it's like Daisy Ridley. Like, she got rid of her Instagram for a long while after the first movie because people were just like continually slamming on her, and it was just like,
And that's what I don't get. Like the girl that we're talking about now, her character was shit. It's not her fault. It was shit. She acted fine, but the character she played was just awful because of where
Yeah, I
Ryan
mean-
Johnson did it.
I mean, and that's kind of like one of where I'm feeling too is like this continuity of the Skywalker line is kind of a bit stretched now, and I feel like they're kind of adding a bit of characters. Yeah, it's kind of getting a little too far. The standalones though, Rogue One was really good, I thought, and then the recent Solo film, I enjoyed it on its own.
You watched it?
I did.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it on
Kelly
its
Marie
own.
Tran is her name.
What's her
Marie-
name?
Kelly Marie Tran.
She's a decent human being.
Yeah, she seems really cool.
I'd like to see what else she could do as an actress. Like, what else could she do in cinema?
But I've trashed on that character so much on the
Oh,
show
yeah.
because it's just a bad character.
Yeah, but that's
Like
the
it's
character,
not her
then why-
fault though. She acted fine. She did her job. She did what she was supposed to directed to do.
Yep.
But the things they made her do, it was all just plot filler
Alright,
and
so
like convenient
for
like ex machina.
just to make
You know what I
me
mean?
to make it
okay,
easier on
yeah.
me, I don't see movies because I'm poor and well, I also like sacrifice most of my time to make sure that this goes up on time. What was so bad?
Basically, they went to the casino planet
Yeah, you told me
and
about
they
that.
had her be like, "Oh, the horses are running, so we need to save them."
Oh,
But we
so
need to,
this was
like,
the breakout.
Totally forget about what we're going to this fucking planet for, and save these and ruin the whole planet, and they end up failing.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers. You can go fuck yourself if you haven't seen Last Jedi yet. We're
like human. For once, Chad, we're gonna act like adults, maybe, probably not exactly. I'm trying to.
3 PBRs. Get off my back.
Sorry, Mom.
No, but No, but then like we've gone over this before. Finn is flying.
Drunk.
He's gonna pull Independence Day, and she just somehow miraculously just like knocks him out, and he doesn't kill himself. And then the fucking wall gets broken, and it ruins everything. Their plan gets ruined again because of her actions. 2 plans in that movie get ruined because of her actions.
She's kind of Jar Jar Binks in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that. We don't
sorry.
talk about the prequels.
Sorry. I'll just leave.
Still think
No, we actually need someone like human here.
I still think Revenge of the Sith isn't that bad of a movie. Do you agree?
If you cut out like the last third of it, sure.
No, I love that. I got the high ground, but I can Jedi jump super high, but I'm not gonna do it.
It's lava and I can't escape from it.
Like
'cause
I
I'm
can
dumb.
literally throw my lightsaber at you,
And just grab it back.
but I forget how to do that in the heat of battle.
All right, so hold on. Also, with this, with the last Star Wars movie, I don't know the title of it because I don't really care that much. But to end the point, don't they break like Luke's lightsaber or something like that?
I don't think it gets broken.
Like Rey and
Oh yeah, they're having a force.
yeah, they're having a
battle,
forced tug
but
of
then it
war.
breaks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's the big whoop? It's another lightsaber. Everyone has one at this point.
It's the original blue.
Wham!
See, you can tell he's not a true Star Wars fan.
No, but I'm like a true like human being who kind of gets this Star Wars universe. It's like midichlorians. We had this conversation the other time. The first movie would be almost fine if you wiped out everything that had to do with midichlorians.
No, they just didn't explain it right.
There's
I like
no
the
reason.
idea of it, and now the Last Jedi is like, fuck midichlorians. We have the fucking broom kid.
The broom kid.
Which was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
will
really
admit
hope
to
they
that.
don't go on with that.
What's the broom kid?
There was a kid who got to grab a broom, and at the end of the movie, he used the Force to kind of grab it towards him.
Yeah, and
How does he know to do that?
Yeah, A, I was very confused by that, and B, it's really kind of just telling that it can the Force can expand into other
The
people.
Force can be anybody. It's not just the Skywalkers.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like-
isn't it just like
Couldn't we have done that 2 movies ago? Just
Yeah,
said,
should've,
anyway,
but we
yeah,
didn't.
and break off from the storyline. But, I
But
love
like,
it.
isn't it kind of a thing where it's just like, hey, it's just an unseen force that people can kind of tap into if like they're good enough at it. Like it could have just been a spiritual thing, and they could have ended it there rather than like he has a midichlorian count higher than Yoda.
What is the kid like me when I was a little kid watching Dragon Ball Z trying to turn Super Saiyan? What was he like? I'm a Jedi. I'm gonna use the Force.
I mean, look, maybe he hit puberty.
Oh, I'm gonna use the Force. Is that
Yeah.
right?
No, his voice kind of has to crack in between, but that's besides the point. And look, it was like every kid's dream. Like, you thought you could go Super Saiyan, but you really just blew a blood vessel in the back of your eye. That's why everything went dark. That's it.
Oh.
You talking about the times when you're like looking in the mirror and you're like, Hame, and then you faint? Is that what you're trying to say? 'Cause I remember that.
It was like my generation where everyone loved Naruto, and they were like, yeah, run with your arms behind your back. And, ugh. It's like, all right, no, you're just going to die. It's fine. It doesn't help.
See, Naruto's garbage.
No, it's not. Don't start.
I don't know if you're an anime fan. Probably not.
To a degree, but I'm not going to get into it.
No, it's okay. We don't have to.
It's
You know
okay.
what else is awful?
You?
They're bringing Wolverine back. It's been a few years since he died.
No, it's been like a year and a half.
No, it's been, I think, a couple
Whose
years.
phone is on?
That's mine. I didn't turn it off.
You're a dirty child.
Yeah, it was his.
Yeah, see? Why is it that like the guest who's never been on the episode or anything concerning this piece of trash show can keep his phone
course.
like from not going off?
Of course, it's friggin' Liberia.
Oh,
I don't know.
hi,
what that
Andrew.
What was I saying?
Is that one of your friends who flaked?
No,
No, he's in Florida.
Oh, all right. Well, lucky,
Floridian. He
lucky,
hates Rhode
lucky,
Island.
lucky SOB.
Yeah. He's an asshole. But anyway, no,
You're
Wolverine.
first.
They're bringing him back now, but guess what? New power, because why not?
Because Superman complex.
I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this right now because Superman shouldn't explode in a supernova for no good reason. He has the ability, you probably already know, but he can just explode in a giant sun blast for no good reason and then loses his powers temporarily.
Yep.
Why? Nobody knows. Because they don't care.
Just
No.
tack it on for another
This
Yeah.
trumps it.
It's like his back in the 70s when he got every superpower known to man.
Yep.
Like clothes beam. Like it's a thing.
He's just got the edge.
Sausage eyes.
No.
I don't know, it's probably a thing.
So-
but yeah.
You know what Marvel's like, you know what, we're probably going to get Fox to Comcast just backs the hell off.
Mm-hmm.
How can we make Wolverine better for the movies? You know, there's a lot of blood with Wolverine.
Just
Wolverine.
stop producing movies. You're drunk, we
No.
get it.
let's make his claws heat up, so every time he cuts somebody, look, his arm's cut off, but there's cauterization there.
I mean,
I don't know if I said that word right, but whatever.
Cauterization, yeah.
It's a cool idea and concept, but
Why would his claws heat up? It doesn't make any sense.
well, is this?
What does he have so much adamantium in it? What was this, like, so built up and like pent up from being stuck in adamantium prison?
Well, here's the thing: is it a direct continuation of the when he dies and gets encased in adamantium, or is
so
it
the way
like,
the story goes? Did you ever hear about how he died?
Yeah.
He pretty much gets trapped in adamantium.
for everyone who doesn't know?
And so basically with this, Kitty Pryde goes up to him, uses her powers, pulls him
Are
out
you
of the
serious?
adamantium. And that's how he gets out. And that's all I read so far. I haven't really gone too far into it. But
He's already doing a terrible job of keeping all of his facts straight.
well, this isn't a factual show, thank God.
I know it's just average.
But fucking
Shoots the camera.
like just fucking clawing people with like it's like that's what I hated. Like the Wolverine was a good movie up until Silver Samurai just got turned into a mech suit. Like everything back then had to be a mech suit.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a decent callback. Like, it's a callback to the original, like, series where it was like, everyone gets a super suit. It's like, nah.
It's stupid. He didn't even so super suit. He was fucking just a badass samurai with like cool like plating and all that. Why does Wolverine need to have like hot claws? Like it just doesn't
Maybe
make
he
sense.
wants toast when he cuts through
He's
bread.
gonna go to people like fire.
He'll light his cigar like that.
That'll probably be the coolest part of it.
No,
Yeah,
the coolest
yeah,
thing would
yeah.
be him going ching near a cigar and the spark lights it.
And his
That'd be
entire
nice.
face and hair.
No, because he's Wolverine. He can control the sparks.
Cool, so
Okay.
you're giving him a brand new ability. He can control sparks. Imagine Wolverine just like,
You
sparklers!
see X-Men Origins Wolverine. Ching.
Yeah,
ching.
it's true.
Yeah, but he's not
Awful.
controlling the sparks. He's just making
No,
sparks.
it's just really bad CGI.
Yeah, I know it is.
So if Wolverine gets a new power and comes back, let's say they bring him back, and would they even bring him back into the movie universe?
No. It's too soon.
They're
Well,
they're
that
getting a new
and-
Wolverine soon. If Marvel gets the rights, it's going to be a Wolverine by 2020, 2022, probably.
Yeah, but remember, it's 2018. That's 2 years.
Yeah, and
It's
Hugh
not
Jackman's not
long.
playing Wolverine anymore.
Yeah, but
That's
Hugh
not-
Jackman is the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, but 4 years isn't long for a movie. It takes about 2 years to make the movie.
Yeah, I'm thinking like video game time. Like
Yeah.
4 years is a normal development cycle.
Yeah.
Well, more like 13 if you're Square Enix.
Kingdom Hearts.
We'll get to it later. But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty much like it's like the Iron Man 2 syndrome, where it was like Iron Man 2 was pretty much, oh cool, Tony Stark's dying from getting poisoned because of his chest plate. What? Whereas if you look at the original like Iron Man storyline, it's alcoholism. It's a
Yep.
real subject you can tackle, and it's a real subject they should have tackled. Chad, what are you doing? We're gonna call you out for it.
You're on your phone all the time.
Awkward silence.
What were you saying?
Oh.
No, I forgot I got a ticket in Virginia, and every time I called, they weren't open.
That's
And I
right.
forgot to call yesterday, and the court date was today, so it's probably have a bench warrant out for me now.
That's a callback to an earlier episode. Chad got a ticket in Virginia. He's in Rhode Island if you're looking for him. I take
Does that mean I
cash.
just can't go to Virginia?
Probably.
Because I fucking hate Virginia. Sorry.
Look, everyone hates Virginia. There's no reason to go there unless it's Fallout 76. Eh?
West Virginia.
Oh, we're going to that, huh? Fallout
We'll get to it in a
76.
minute.
Ooh.
We're going to go back to like alcoholism for a second.
Oh, yeah, real topic.
Speaking of,
Real topic, yeah.
yeah, that's what should have happened in Iron Man 2, but they were like, no, we got to make it, fresh for the kids.
Dude, Iron Man 1 and 2 were written as they were filming it.
Iron Man
Iron
1
Man 1 worked
is
out.
so good.
Yeah, but Iron Man 2 wasn't.
No.
And
But,
Mickey Rourke should never have been...
What's his name, though? He played Chef. He directed those movies.
Yeah, Jon Favreau.
Yeah,
He's
Jon
awesome.
Favreau. He did a phenomenal job directing those, though. It was worth every single watch.
Yeah.
And then you get Iron Man 3, and it's just a
Iron Man
dumpster
3 was
fire.
awesome. You bite your tongue.
Dumpster fire.
No.
All right, no,
That
we
movie
have,
was awesome
hold on,
up
hold
until
on,
the
hold on,
end.
hold on. We have
Sorry,
a
we're getting
third
very
party.
emotional.
It's
Sorry.
okay.
What did you think of Iron Man 3?
Me?
In the trilogy sense. I'm not talking separate movie, just in the entire series of the trilogy. What'd you think of it?
A little weak.
What you think of it as a real movie, though?
if it stood alone, but the problem is you can't take it outside of that line. You can't separate
Honestly,
it out.
most movies die in the third act. Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
But
I can agree with that wholeheartedly. It's still a good
Iron
movie.
Man 3, probably, like, if I rank them, it's 1, 3, 2, obviously.
So here's the issue
I
that
don't
I'll
care
take
what
with
they
it.
say.
I'll finally settle it right here. Iron Man 3, honestly, the third act specifically ruins it due to the fact of you create the biggest plot hole of Tony Stark destroying all of his suits and getting the hole in his chest closed up, and you kill the Mandarin, who would have been fine, but you kill him at the last second.
But then they put that one-off short thing that showed that wasn't the real Mandarin. The real Mandarin was whatever.
Yeah, but they should have just left it as Ben Kingsley. I think that's his name. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like, he would have been
Sir Ben Kingsley.
Right. He's knighted.
We're in America. That doesn't make a difference. That's
No,
like...
Iron Man 3 was a very good Tony Stark movie.
Yeah, it surprisingly was.
Yeah. Like,
It's like Tony Stark
they
doesn't
took
need
the
suit to be human.
alcoholism and made it PTSD, pretty much.
Yeah, but they
You know
could
what I
have
mean?
just subverted that entire plot if they, you know...
They tried a little bit with Iron Man 2 with the alcoholism, where, like, War Machine and him fought at his party and stuff.
Yeah, but then it was like, oh, cool, I have fancy new neck tattoos that are killing me.
I was so mad.
That's
like,
it.
The Demon in a Bottle storyline would have been amazing.
It's alright.
That's the problem with MCU
But, okay,
movies. Like, they need to have it kind of fit, so they can't have these, like, intimate stories like
But
that.
No.
but just think. Daredevil and Elektra are both movies that are connected. And those are canonically a thing.
That's scary.
I honestly have never finished Elektra. I tried watching it once.
It's
and
so
turned it off.
bad.
Awful.
It's not worth
Honestly,
it.
the rated R version of Daredevil, Ben Affleck's not horrible. I want somebody to make...
Batman.
I want somebody to take that cut, take Evanescence and Nickelback out, and put, like, good music in. It won't be that bad of a movie.
You mean like the poker
You
rap?
take out that friggin' fight scene in the park where they're on, like, the seesaws and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And you have to also take out Bullseye.
No, Colin Farrell wasn't that bad.
No, but his character was.
Yeah.
His character was terrible.
I would
love
agree with
that.
that.
I can be
The
super
friggin'
specific with
peanut.
throwing things.
Kill the old lady on the plane. That was hilarious.
It had its moments, but,
Okay,
like,
no,
but-
yeah.
So is Heath
That
Ledger as the
opening
Joker.
fight
That doesn't
scene
mean he's
in the
good.
rated R version in the bar, so brutal and
I don't know
awesome.
what that is.
And Daredevil.
It's also canonically a fact that the same goo that made Daredevil blind made the Ninja Turtles. That's a fact. You can look it up. It's
Yeah.
true. You animal. You're done. No more drinks.
No. Ninja Turtles was supposed to be a spoof on Daredevil to begin with.
It doesn't matter.
And
It's
it's brought up to awesomeness until you got to the Michael Bay movies. And...
it's canonical. It's like Transformers.
Yeah.
Transformers.
That Bumblebee trailer, though,
It looks good.
it looks awesome. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Looks really good.
It's
they
worth
made
a
Bumblebee
watch.
actually look like Beetle
Bumblebee?
car.
Oh, really?
Like, he doesn't have, like, all the, like, the weird plating and everything.
Like a VW.
It actually has, like, plates that look like it actually turns into a beetle.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
So I'm really hoping for that to be good, because they're rebooting it soon. They might make a Power Rangers Transformers, like, Birds Universe with G.I. Joe and stuff.
Welcome to my,
Oh,
childhood.
Because Hasbro owns all of it now, because Power Rangers don't belong to Saban or whatever they're called anymore.
They don't?
Nope, they sold the rights to Hasbro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that why that movie was so trash?
That movie was not that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but
Did
it
you-
wasn't that great.
No, it was awesome until they got the suits.
Look,
then it turned into awfulness.
Here's the thing. Go back and watch the one with Ivan Ooze. Superior.
Dude, fucking Jason jumping out
Jason
of the plane
David Frank.
snowboard. Like, why? When I was a kid, I thought that was so
So,
cool.
hold on. Is
Yeah.
Shattered, whatever it's called, Shattered Dimensions or something like that, is that an actual movie?
I have no idea what that is, but it was awesome.
Yeah, it is.
They made a little short where
On YouTube.
you know Jason the Green Ranger,
Mhm.
where he ends up being a bad guy in this,
Okay.
and like the trailer pretty much what's it make him be like, I'm gonna go after the Rangers.
All right, so here's the backstory. Jason never gets pulled out of control of Rita, kills all of the original Rangers, and manages to take them all and become an evil human being who's superiorly stronger and has the powers of the White Ranger along with the Green Ranger.
That's insane.
It's
That should be the
amazing.
sequel.
They
That
just
would be
kill off
great.
the entire thing and reboot
Like
the
I don't
series.
want Power Rangers to be with Transformers.
Look, as long as they keep
Like what is the
original
villain's name
voice
in
actor,
Power Rangers?
I'm happy.
Goldar or something?
No, it's Rita Repulsa.
No, the gold guy.
Yeah, Goldar.
Why'd they have to make him a fucking giant looking all gold?
Yeah, but he was supposed to be like a half monkey, half gold.
I know. Why
Dude,
couldn't they
I
just
don't
make him like normal size when they fight him?
Because you got to make it cool for the kids.
You have the Megazords.
Yeah.
That was so bad.
So one of the several topics that we should go back and talk about is Vault Tech.
We all have.
Well,
I'm Vault 111. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Weakest of the
apparently
vaults.
Fallout
Oh,
76 is
yeah,
going to be a
okay.
thing. What?
111,
Yeah.
weakest of the vaults.
I mean, look, it takes place in Boston. I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
I'll go to Faneuil Hall.
play in Fenway, run
good.
bases.
It's got good food.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Like actually going through that game and being
Did
like,
you beat
wow, it
Fallout
looks
4?
like. Yes.
I didn't.
That was my first Fallout game.
I'm a failure and can't play video
3
games.
I played.
3 was
Vegas.
awesome.
Vegas was a horrible.
It was cool. No, because you fucking beat the
it-
game
it-
way too fast, and then you're like, "Oh, you could take over the other things." I'm like, why do I care? There's no narrative to like push
Right.
me to do it.
Right. 3 and 4 were certainly. I liked it because there was like continuity to the two. But
See-
this next one I'm very
Because it's like
interested in.
multiplayer too. Like you can play with your friends. The problem is like they're focused on first-person shooter aspects of it.
I don't want to put any ducks in a basket before they hatch, because as soon as you do, you know you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm just not good at the shooting aspect of Fallout.
But that's why VATS is a thing.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, but how's VATS gonna work when you're in like a actual live thing with another player?
It just slows
Is it gonna
down for the
slow
both
down-
of you.
Is it gonna slow down both of them? That would
Yeah.
be horrible.
No, it wouldn't.
Because what are they gonna give the second player like a little slow motion, be able to try to dodge out of it?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I mean, it makes it somewhat balanced.
I don't think they'll do that though.
I hope it's multiplayer in the fact that you can play with someone else, but you don't have to try to kill someone else.
I honestly think Fallout Shelter was kind of a crack. That was cool until I realized I couldn't like actually invade other people's shelters.
Yeah.
But I think that was like a precursor to this, because I feel like this is going to be like you need to make your shit, go out, team up with people, and protect yourself.
I still hope
Yeah.
there's a good single player game to it.
They said you don't need to play online for it, which is good. You could have a single player campaign.
Okay. I'm really looking forward to just the development of the vaults and like the canon around Fallout, where each vault is like an experiment. I want to see like how does this play out with 76? Like what is going to happen?
Yeah, because this one's supposed to be like how many years after the
25.
vault? Yeah, 25 years after.
Only
the vault
25, yeah.
It was supposed to open 20 years after the bombs dropped, but they opened 25 years late. They opened 5 years late, so it's 25 years later, which there has to be a reason behind it. But it's kind of like when you're in Fallout 4 and you find the vault that's the what is it, disease testing ground?
Yeah.
Like, that's so cool to, like, go through, you see the face of it, and it's like, oh, this is an actual thing. The kid gets bit, and you go through the second half of the vault, and you're like, Vault-Tec screwed up, man.
Yep.
Like, it's really interesting to see how, like, in-depth they go with the lore behind this game.
You didn't play 3, did you?
Not at all.
Okay, when one of the famous storylines in 3, which is insane, is the Gary Vault. I don't remember what vault number it is. Look it up.
Gary.
But what it is that there's clones of this one guy named Gary.
Really?
And each of the clones gets a little bit more demented, and all they can say is Gary. But so when you go into the vault, they all just start attacking you,
Just screaming Gary.
just screaming Gary. there's books on like the backgrounds of like what experiments were going on in vaults.
Wow.
And it's really insane. Like they had a vault where like it was one woman and multiple men, or one man and multiple women, and it was like I don't know who the heck is monitoring all of this. It'd be interesting to see like why did they do this and who's actually like living to see this out. But like they did all these experiments
Well, then that means
just
that
to mess with people.
them dropping the bombs had to have been, like, a planned thing.
So that's
Oh, I
why,
mean,
no,
yeah.
but that's why I'm worried about this game. I feel like I really hope it doesn't go in the route that they're worrying too much about multiplayer, and the story's just gonna suffer.
Sorry,
Yeah.
there'll be a Battle Royale mode. You'll get over it.
Everything's gonna battle around.
Unless like okay, to combat the VATS thing, maybe you like pre-plan like head, torso, arm, like you do a combo,
Yeah.
and then you go in and you can just press like a button for a VAT. I'm gonna do a VAT, and then it just automatically does it.
Yeah.
That'd be really awesome if they did something
And
like
like
that
there's
instead of taking the time.
specific hit chance no matter what. So even if like you guys are running around, like there's a specific chance it'll hit.
Yep.
Like it gives it some degree of balance where it's like it's not impossible for you to dodge, but there's a chance that you could still get hit.
Yep.
It'd bring balance to it.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
The one of the things I read up about Fallout recently, Vegas, the one I don't like. They're now this is creepy, but look it up. So apparently Bethesda, the makers of the game, recorded a whole bunch of kids crying and being really sad and stuff. And what happened was, the plan is that at a certain point in the desert, there was a mission. You heard this, you got a radio signal. But what it was that there was a serial killer that was going after kids, and they recorded all these different kids, so it never was the same kid. And what the mission was trying to kill the serial killer in this like trailer in the desert.
Before he kills all the kids?
Before he kills all the kids.
That would have been awesome.
It's nuts.
But
they didn't go through with it because it's too gruesome.
Yeah, but it's also America, where you know we can show people getting shot in the face, but as soon as you talk about kids, someone's gonna get mad about it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Abortion's a thing that shouldn't be real. It's falling under that same ideology of like, you know, as soon as it comes to a kid, like everything's kind of like sacred and you don't touch it.
Oh,
it's like,
yeah. I thought you were saying you don't believe.
I was like,
I'm the person, like, I don't know, I brought it to a separate topic, but bring it back to it. Like, I don't know, America's just, again, it's that weird place of like, you know, we can't talk about sex, but, you know, we have a war on drugs. Alcohol is like
a Walking Dead, a guy getting his head bashed in with a bat.
Yeah.
But you show a butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little
any degree of dong, instantly terrible. It's bad for the kids. It's like just
kids should be watching it, but teenagers.
It's like just parents need to be parents.
No.
Yeah. Oh wait, whoops, there's some stuff going on in this film.
Boop.
Yeah.
So 76 will be good, but like we'll take us a further step into it. Microsoft's E3 presser was very
third party.
Like they're definitely stepping back on that thing of like, oh yeah, we got a bunch of first party stuff coming out. Oh, what we actually don't. Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, like Kingdom Hearts is actually coming out on this console. Please buy an Xbox.
No, but the thing a lot of people are saying is like, Xbox had like probably the best presentation in years at the E3.
It's not hard to beat last year's.
No, but
or
it
like
was
years
very
ago.
good, the stuff that went on.
Nah.
But everybody's saying, thanks for showing me games I'm going to play on the PS4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like everyone owns a PlayStation 4.
Fucking Gears of War pop, are you kidding me? Way to sell out.
So here's the thing.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah,
slightly. Pops?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's getting them more money. But like
yeah, but there's 3 Gears of War games they released.
Oh, yeah.
This Gears Tactics.
But here's the thing. Every game you can get on an Xbox, you can download onto a PC, so it doesn't make a difference if you have an Xbox or not. It's all the Microsoft Store, so you can just get it on the Microsoft Store.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Anyway.
Xbox is a waste of time.
Yeah, it certainly took a weird turn when it went to the entertainment center.
I still think this
is
is
the one.
Yeah, the one.
No, I still think this is Xbox's last system, the next one that's going to come out.
It's just going to be a PC next.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I think PlayStation will probably keep up with making
because
consoles.
their computers are garbage, so
yeah,
they're just going to put up.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the thing is Sony's a very diverse company rather than Xbox, where it's like, yeah, we have all this money because Microsoft is the thing, and you know we're sponsored by Microsoft.
Because I think like isn't like most of Microsoft's money isn't from Xbox anyway.
It's really not.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Xbox 360 was their most profitable console because they marketed it to gamers and it was a readily accessible thing. You look at the Xbox One and they're like, it's always connected to the internet. You can't play games backwards compatible. You can't share games.
Well, now
and then they
had to backpedal all of it.
Yeah, and they widened the audience. They're like, oh, you can watch films on it if you don't want to play games. And it's like, wait, I bought the thing to play games. That's
like
the first thing I wanted to do with it.
It's like, then why own a cable box? Oh, well, you can't actually watch cable. You plug a cable box into it. It's like,
oh, this is useless.
At least with PlayStation, it's like, cool, I have PlayStation
Mm-hmm.
View, which means I don't have to have cable anymore. I have YouTube Red, which means I don't have to deal with anything else. Chad's being a child and can't hold his own bladder. Don't walk in front of the camera, damn it. You're a terrible human being. PlayStation is definitely something that's worth it.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'm just really looking forward to where the future of gaming is going now with virtual reality being accessible, yet problematic because you can only spend, I think, clinically speaking, they've done experiments where you can only be wearing a virtual headset for like 20 minutes or else you just like lose.
Yeah, you just lose
like,
detachment
from the world. Yeah, so that's insane.
But then again, like I'm the person who can't even like read a book while sitting in the passenger seat of a car.
Yeah,
like it's the worst thing on the face of the planet because I'm like, all right, cool, I want to, and the first page is done and I already want to vomit. Nope, not going to do this anymore.
Yeah, so that would I don't know where it's gonna go next. Like what's the next big leap? That's what I'm kind of looking forward to. Is where is it gonna go? Who's gonna do it? Nintendo?
Like, Nintendo's already, like, made that leap because you look at the Virtual Boy.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was, like, the worst thing on the face of the planet, but it still was very ahead of its time. And then you look at the Switch, and it's like, the 3DS is now a useless thing that exists.
Yep, and they completely redid it all over, and now they've got the Switch you can just take anywhere.
Dude,
oh, yeah.
I bought a Virtual Boy the day it came out. And
Why?
I was so mad.
Well, do you still have one?
No, I wish. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be
What the
worth
hell happened
money.
to it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That
alright.
was awful. I put Wario on and put my head up to it. I'm like, my eyes and head.
You're like,
hurt. Yeah.
it's alright. I own a Switch now, so
That controller wasn't bad though. It was better than the N64.
yeah, like that's like you'd think it'd be uncomfortable holding something about yay big in front of you, but like I've been playing Breath of the Wild on it. I don't even bother plugging it into the port for my TV because I'm just like, if I can go take a poop while playing this, what's the point of me plugging it
That's
into the
like
TV?
probably one of the main reasons why I want to Switch.
Yeah. Or like I could go to work and like
because my Wii U won't reach to the bathroom.
I mean Nintendo's proprietary system.
Yeah.
Nintendo not wanting to do things the easy way. You want an online service? Yeah, we're gonna bring it out a year and a half after the console's out. You want to talk to people? Got to plug your cell phone into it. It's a thing. It's an actual thing. I feel bad, but Nintendo is probably the biggest pioneer in the industry.
And that's why I brought it up. Was like, yeah, they're always the ones kind of pushing it, even if they failed. I mean, they don't have to do anything. And how many years from now until they run out of money? Because
An unspeakable amount of time.
I still think Nintendo's the most profitable video game company out there. Right
Oh, it
now.
is. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. They started as like a playing card company. Then they got into video games, and now they can just sit on what they have for like 100 years, I think, and they still have money and be a company. It's ridiculous.
And the Switch is like proven that graphics don't mean anything.
No.
It's if you can cater to an audience and you can make a game that can stand on its own. It takes the best aspect of Xbox and PlayStation and mixes it together perfectly.
Yep.
They've got the first party games that go like phenomenally on its own system, and they've got a fan base that's willing to stand around it and they're willing to cater to it, which is what the 360 did, and then they shot the horse.
You know, I'm surprised about the Xbox conference though. There was like big theories about Nintendo joining up with them and on that.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen.
I don't know if it's gonna happen with the Nintendo press conference, but
Imagine it happens with Sony. All these years later after the CDI came out and they fell through with Sony, they're like, so you want to actually try to do something together? Or
Sony and Nintendo taking on the world. Oh,
that'd be amazing.
imagine like PlayStation games on a Switch.
No, because PlayStation games are graphically intensive
Yeah.
and like require so much. Like you played.
All right. Thanks for shooting my theory down.
Go see our game Mid Game Crisis. Phenomenal episode, by the way.
Chad getting destroyed. That's awful.
Chad rages out, but like that's God of War is such an intense game. You would honestly break your controllers on the Switch playing that.
Yeah. Just go.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't know. I'm very excited to see where the rest of E3 is going, and we should actually hold on to that because where we're at right now is actually an episode. So we'll record something next. In the meantime, thank you for joining us on Just Your Average Podcast. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. My name's Chris.
Chad.
And I'm John.
Thanks for coming on the show. It was lovely.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Please come back.
We'll do.
Next year when he comes down.
Yeah, sure.
But in the meantime, you see all of our social media. Go follow us. Like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. Adios.
Bye.